Hello. Welcome to the stream. This is stream number 55. Okay, so basically, I just came from gym. So as you can see, like I'm sweaty also. I started tomorrow my gym, and I'm sorry, I started yesterday my gym, and right now, as you can see, my hands are hurting. I mean, this part was like hurting, and also my legs are. Yeah, as you can see, like little bit I'm sweaty also. Ma, okay. It's good. Take out the bill so we do. Down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's start our stream. Why nobody is watching me though? Yeah, internet sucks. Right? Yeah. So in the stream, we are going to create a donut, like a spinning donut. I mean, I was right. I was just wrote rotating donut. No, spinning donut. Yeah. So share me. I mean, give me a few seconds to share this link.
Persmaru. Hello.
Hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yo, Path, hi. So we're going to create a spinning donut. I don't know how it will be go, but hope for the best.
Siakina. Hi Morses.
Shakina. Hi, Mons. Hi. Welcome to the stream, though. I came
Siakina.
from gym. I mean,
Misakina.
oh, Sakina. Okay, I know you. Who are you, by the way? Give me a sec. So that I can. I just want to upload this link. Okay, so the rotating donut, I don't know anything about it. I just watched a video long back then. I mean, when I think I was in 11th or 12th, I just watched that video, and one day I want to create like that kind of like a thing. I mean, so today we are going to create that. I mean, the spinning donut. Yep. Okay, let's start the stream. Let's go. Okay, you don't have to see that. First of all, let's search for. I already searched for the name. Spinning muscle rotating. So you video I watched at that time.
Siakina. You know me.
Yes, I know you very familiar. But that video, I don't want to show you actually. So, yeah, this video.
Projecting to two. Two plus a z. Jesus. Nope, not Jesus. It's just me. What the hell's going on? Oh yeah, I was working on this program, and I think I figured it out. I think I got the formula. So basically, if you merge the projection equation.
Maru.
Wait.
Jomatek. One of the best storyteller. Siakina.
Yep.
Spirit for you heavy black heart.
What are you doing? Oh right. Okay. Let me just show you. Let me just finish up real quick.
Yep, we are going to create this thing. Takujo? Yep, this thing, we are going to create this thing. I can't create because right now I don't have like that much logic power, I can say. Like, I can't build my own logic. And the second thing, like, I don't have enough skill to build it. So I will watch a few videos about it. Like, I don't have the math also. Okay, he's using like different kind of like this thing and the symbols. I mean, he's using dots for shadows and this dollar sign, this at the rate hash sign for like a darker shade. Okay.
Wait, I don't follow this. Is that a donut? It's incredible, isn't it? So all this just to render a donut on your terminal? What the fuck? Thanks for watching. The idea and code were originally from the amazing Andy Sloan, where
I think it's giving the link, but get members. I think this one will end. I think it's doing in language or something. That's how I'm not wrong. Update the server. I have used 6 times. No, still 10. Okay. Animation. I can make me recording. So we have 3D but that measuring the phone the scene view. Okay, wow. I don't understand a bit by the way. I can't.
where he was able to code this whole program in C and made the code itself look like a donut. He has an article explaining how the code works, which I'll link in the description. So, why is math important for programming? Well, it's because even if 99% of the time you won't need it, there's a 1% chance that you might. And it's in those
Oh my god, that is so different. Point x1 120.
moments that separate out a great programmer from average ones. And if you do know
Face is lagging or what? This 60.
your math, you'll know how to modify this donut to increase the size, change the rotation, or even make a cube instead. Also, if you want to do computer graphics, machine learning, or cryptography, you're gonna need math. So might as well get good at it as you did for
So that's now give the edge of the back of the cos 0 cos 0 sine R1 plus R2 plus so right now I'm getting doubts on can I able to do this and getting a code also. I think right now also I have C compiler. Okay, let's just come and try this code. Because, yes, let's try this. I'm going to try this once. We're going to create a file by the name. What donut? Okay, it's not a Python. No. Dot C, I think. Dot C. I think I already downloaded the compiler. Here you can see ZW. There are so many error code. 24 errors.
Shriram Palani. Hi bro.
Hi. Okay. We have to learn all those math for tests to create a that's the document without a map. Without a map, definitely I want a map here. I think this I was like teaching how.
Hello, you can see a spinning 3D ASCII donut. No 3D engine or ray tracing is used here. The original donut code is created by Andy Sloan. He explained his C code in his blog post. I will go through his blog post and explain key details necessary for creating an ASCII donut, and after that we will write the code in Python with Pygame. What I found unique about this code is not that the original code is formed like a donut and then create a rotating ASCII donut, which is already impressive, but the approach used here. If I run a donut animation, you can see how the donut is spinning
Raman.
and characters are
Are
changing
you going to do
immediately.
this?
Yep. I'm going to create this though. But I don't know, I can like it because I don't have like enough skill to build it.
In the illumination. But no 3D engine or ray tracing is used here. So how it's done? It uses several cool tricks and some are already visible to us, we just need to focus. Let's focus on just one character. First, you can see that character doesn't move, it just changes and stays in the same position. And every other visible character doing the same, forming the donut image. If we slow the animation, we can see that there are 12 changing characters. which represents illumination from dimmest to brightest. So what we see,
So it's basically working like this. So okay, so first of all,
Is
it was a star.
you can see that there are 12 changing characters.
Okay, first of all, it was a star. Then it turned into comma. Then it's minus. Then this symbol. Then double dot. Then dot comma. Then equal to. Then right. Then extra you can has multiply. Then has. Then dollar symbol. Then activated. At the rate one.
Which represents illumination from dimmest to brightest.
Okay, so I think we just have to like create this thing and how. Okay, it will be change the everything, like every single those things are, but it's changing differently. It's not changing as it's normal.
So what we see is a screen made from character pixels, and every pixel can get 12 different character values. Okay, but we are seeing a 3D donut, so how to project it on a 2D screen? Let's start with this diagram. Here you can see a viewer looking at a screen and seeing a 3D object behind it. To project a 3D object onto a 2D screen, we need to project each 3D point, and this is easier when you film. You can see that we have two similar triangles with related proportions. So if you
y1, z1, y.
know a donut radius, the distance from the screen to the viewer, and at what distance the donut is from the viewer, we can calculate the radius of the donut on the half screen we want to see. In the code, we will use this proportion to calculate the distance from the viewer to the screen. Let's move down in this block and start with animation. Here you can see a 3D spinning donut made only with points, no ASCII characters and no illumination. This is how a donut looks with only a projection. What can you notice that the donut is seen through? We can see all donut points, and we want to see only points which are closer to us. So this is another problem projecting a bunch of 3D points on a 2D screen, which is to plot only closer points to the same location on, in our case, a pixel. I think you already thought about how to solve it. We just need to track the Z coordinate. So if we have multiple projected points to the same pixel, we plot only points with lower Z values and try the closest to the viewer. But how to draw a donut are mathematically called tors. Let's move up to this drawing. First, we draw a 2 distance from the central axis a 2D circle with a radius r1, and second, we rotate the circle around the central axis. For that, we will need a rotation matrix. After rotation, we will get a donut made of points as we saw before. And to make a donut rotate on at least two more axes, we use another two rotation matrices. This one rotates around the x-axis, and this one rotates around the z-axis. And that's almost it. What's left is to calculate luminance and assign corresponding ASCII characters. To calculate illumination, we need to know the surface normal, the direction perpendicular to the surface at each point, and light direction. The light source is chosen to be behind and above the viewer. Knowing both, we calculate the dot product. If the product is more than 0, the surface is facing the light. If it's less than 0, it faces away from the light. The higher the value, the more light falls on the surface. And here we get the final luminance formula. And that's it. We just need to put all math into the code. I divided all code into 7 parts. We will start with Pygame window preparation, then we prepare our pixel screen. After that, we will create a donut, make it rotate, add ASCII characters representing illumination, do some tweaking, and finish by making the donut change its color while spinning. So let's start. We will use Pygame library, so please install it before starting to write the code. So to start, we will need two libraries, OS and Pygame.
So that is the thing of OS.
आज के इस वीडियो में आप लोग को OS मॉड्यूल के बारे में बताऊंगा। अब OS मॉड्यूल आपके
We're going to go and the donut code is implementing the learn and someone the result of the 3D visual SI art screen using the basic terminology and metrics information that back down looking from present things.
Also, let's define
about actions like creating, removing directories, and gathering very useful information from your files. So this library could allow you to automate daily tasks and also gather some useful information from your operating system. And it does not matter if it is a Windows or a Linux machine or any kind of operating system, the OS library will support it. So let's get started. Alright, so let's start by importing the OS library. Now, since this is not a third-party library or something in that kind, we don't have to go ahead and pip install it. So we can basically just start with import OS. Now, some of the most useful functionalities are related to working against directories. So if we want to gather the current working directory, it is something that is possible by os.getCwd, and this will be a method. Now, this could be useful because sometimes you want to know where the Python file that you currently execute is located at. So this method could be extremely useful for that case. And I have to go to the working directory. It is
Import OS and OS. Import OS. The imported the OS.
something that is possible by os.getCwd, and this will be a method. Now, this could be useful because sometimes you want to know where the Python file that you currently execute is located at, so this method will be extremely useful for that case. And I have to go ahead and print this out to see the results, so let's execute that program. And then you can see that the directory is cpython/tut and /os. Now, if I want to change this current working directory, then
What? What is this printing? Python 160.5.
and it is also something that is
So what are these printing?
some colors.
Importing Pygame. What is Pygame?
is possible with os.chdr, which is standing for change directory. Now let's go ahead
Wait, what is directory though?
and put here as the argument.
Using this making the explanation global screen open, let's create a new chat. Asks not this. What is directory and using thinking that directory versus what are those things you start?
It seems like there's a typo in your query.
Typos.
Did you mean diacritic or dictionary encoding? Both terms are relevant in different
C slash
Let's back it.
the execute is located at, so this method will be extremely useful for that case. And I have to go ahead and print
Current directory. What is directory? Direct.
This out to see the results.
Taking this one is next. What is directory in coding? In coding, directory or folder. Okay, folder is a way of a strong part of a computer which is okay. Store the image icons.
In coding, a directory or folder is a way to organize and store files on a computer or within a project. Directories can contain files, such as code files, documents, images, and even other directories, subdirectories. They help keep files organized and make it easier to manage and navigate through different parts of a project or a file system. For example, in a coding project, you might have directories like // contains the source code files. Assets / stores images, icons, and
I
other
like
media.
slash
Docs holds documentation files. Tests contains test files and scripts. Directories are essential for structuring your code and related resources in a way that is organized and easy to navigate, especially as your project grows. In coding,
So let's execute that. If I want to change this current working directory, then it is also something that is possible with os.chdir, which is standing for change directory. Now let's go ahead and put here as the argument c/python. Now here, since I changed the current working directory, then it makes sense to go ahead and check our current working directory once again after this command. So I will go ahead and print this entire line of code in the 5th line, and I will allow myself to re-execute the program, and then now you can see that the current working directory has been changed to c/python. So those methods are quite useful when you want to change your working directories. Okay, so if we want to list some directories and files inside another directory, then it is possible with the os.listdir, and then as the argument here, I will pass in some path that I want to check inside the files of it. So we can basically pass in here the getcwd that we used previously. Now you could pay attention that I deleted the code snippet from the previous example, but all the code will be available on my website, so make sure to check that out. Okay, so if we want to see the entire directories and files inside my getcwd, then it might be a great idea to assign it to a new variable and then go
Show this as X. X is my favorite number. I mean, favorite letter. What's dot this? What's dot? And print X. Is printing. What is that? Okay, my all directories. Okay, he's printing my all directory. Like my all code files. I mean, he's printing my project one, project as you can see. All my files. I mean, this okay. Temporary temp code runner file. What you are? That was me. Yeah, but it's like printing my all those.
go ahead and see what is inside my current working directory. Now if I execute that out, then you can see that we have here the .idea, which is a folder, and I will show you how you can be aware of that. And then here we can see that we have 2 more files. Now we have some more ways to specify paths to a certain function, and let's show examples of that. So let's actually turn this variable to files1 because this will be the first option. And you can also go with os.listdir and then provide your path as a string, so it will be c Python, and then we have the TUT and then /OS. Now this will be problematic because if you paid attention, then this \t here is marked as a purple color because we have in any programming language some escaping characters that are going to take some several actions with strings. So if you remember from my previous tutorials, we have the \n, which is happen to jump a line inside the string. Now to avoid the escaping characters, you have two options. So you can provide here double backslashes like this, and then this will work. And then you can also go here and let's actually copy this line here and print that out. So let's call it files2. And then if you want to get rid of the escaping characters, you can go here and then mark the R letter, and then you can see that everything is quite great. Now to prove you my point here, we will go ahead and print the files2 and then the files3 just to make sure that everything works properly, even though we change the behavior of how we provide the path as the information. So if I execute our program, then you can see.
Okay, let's print this x1. And let's start this. X2 was up. That's all I thought. For the file though, what's our file? Let's copy the which one? What we had problems is copy this. Copy parts. Copy parts. Okay, wow. This one was big. ज़्यादा ही बड़ा है. Yes.
Craftsland. Person turquoise waving.
Hi, Craftsland. Long time no see. How are you? Nice. And let's use your arm. Oh, it doesn't work.
See that the result is quite great.
Okay.
Craftsland. Pete me dart hi bye.
पीछे में घर है भाई क्या
as well. Okay, so if you want to create some directories with the OS library, that is also something that is possible with the makedir method. So it will be os.makedir, and then we
Hackers Zone. Hey.
Oh, I don't know. Welcome to the stream. Press the OS module error means 260.
Hackers Zone.
Error right.
I would recommended you to learn sub-process. Hackers Zone. Because OS some of the commands are useful.
OS process. What is the tomorrow you come and you just said me you have to use the F string, but I solved the problem. You don't have to use the F string there. Literally, yes.
Hackers Zone. Because it has more than 100 method.
Yes, I know that.
Hackers Zone.
But,
which is impossible to understand all the topic.
important topic for this.
We can go here
Craftsland.
and provide.
Remove your chat panel display.
From where? But why is display?
The directory name that we want to create. Now, by default, it is going to create the folder inside with well. Okay, so if you want to create some directories with the OS library, that is also something that is possible with the makedir method. So it will be os.makedir.
Let me show your error. Hackers Zone. I will help you out.
I think it's not in my this code. This like donut.py. I think it's my another one like which file I'm using. Problem in this problem by 200 something 67. This one.
Hackers Zone. Error is there. Hackers Zone. Anup / Hackers Zone. C in X3.
No. Yeah, what is wrong? No. Pressing in here 3/s.
Hackers Zone. See there.
Oh. Then also 2x OS problem.
Hackers Zone. Anup / Hackers Zone. We need like this. Hackers Zone. C. Hackers Zone. X3.
X3 1 2 3 1 3 1 2. Okay, all the things are checked now. Then the file set of file line 5. This one. The directory name is invalid. The directory name is invalid. How? That is problem. I just copied the path. What's we call the last
Hackers Zone. There is problem in.
I don't know why, but my face is like lagging.
Hackers Zone. Problem file. Hackers Zone. Open that. Hackers Zone. File.
What is the problem? The directory name is invalid. Error was the directory name is invalid.
Hackers Zone. Line number 5.
Yes.
Hackers Zone. Go to line number 5. Hackers Zone. In problem 5.
Problem 5. Here you can see. It's nothing here, line number 5. I'm just using has to like it's just a command. Python code will be ignored. There's nothing in line number 5. The name is invalid. It's showing me the directory name is invalid.
Hackers Zone. Okay, got it. Hackers Zone.
What?
The problem is in your
It's used.
Hackers Zone. Just repeat what I say.
What? repeat what you say.
Hacker's Zone. And right-click where you will get the copy the path.
Start the you can see copy path, and I twist it here. Let's see those. Still the line of Python.
Hacker's Zone. That file is in OneDrive. Hacker's Zone. See. Hacker's Zone. That the reason. Hacker's Zone.
How? Why?
It's causing error. Hacker's Zone.
My all.
Because OneDrive file cannot be accessed directly.
Okay. But my all files are in OneDrive. Okay. Here you can see. But I have a copy in my where the exported here. There is it. Okay, let's copy this. I think there will be print.
IR, and then we can go here and provide the directory name that
Hacker's Zone.
So yeah, that's mine. Okay, so this is not mine, but what is happening? Let's copy this stuff. Copy the cards. Yes. Line number 5. The discussion name is invalid. The directory name is invalid. I'll just
we want to create. Now, by default, it is going to create the folder inside the directory that I'm currently working on. So this is okay for now, just for testing. So let's go ahead and call that pictures. And then if I execute this program, then we should not see any special output. But if I'm navigating through the directory that I'm working on, then we should see the directory called pictures, and that is right there. Now, that makedir method is kind of limited because it supports to create only one folder at once. But what happens if you want to create some directories and then make some more directories within the first directory that you create? So you have the ability to create recursive directories with the os.makeDirs, and that way you can specify here some relative path, and then this method will go ahead and create all the folders for you. So for example, if we go here and then specify pictures, and then we want to create one more folder inside the pictures, and we will call it trip pictures, then it is something that is quite possible. Now you can also go ahead and create one more directory inside the trip pictures, for example November pictures, and that is something that is possible with the makeDirs method only. So let me comment out this line here and then go ahead and execute this one, and then we should see inside
this will create
the picture comment that is quite possible more folders for you. So for example, if we go here and then specify pictures, and then we want to create one more folder inside the pictures, and we will call it trip pictures, then it is something that is quite possible. Now you can also go ahead and create one more directory inside the trip pictures, for example, November pictures, and that is something that is possible
Hackers
with the
Zone. os.path.exists. Hackers Zone. Put the path in this function. Hackers Zone. It will check. Hackers Zone. Does this path exist or not?
Okay.
Hackers Zone. Path equals os.path.obspath, relative / path / to / your / file.txt. Hackers Zone. Like this.
But asking me to check if the path exists or not. So how we can check that one? So we take a variable like let's take path variable. Path variable, then os dot if paths path don't accept this and
Hackers Zone. What you are doing?
what are you doing? I'm doing the same. Also, it's
Hackers Zone. You are using a listdir function and specifying file 2. Hackers Zone. That was the issue.
Look, it's
Hackers Zone. Wait, just use this command.
Look, it exists. This exists. No, lol. And there's something problem in x2. I mean, the x2 variable. x2 is equal to os.
Hackers Zone. x2 equals os.list, a / export video / python. Hackers Zone. Like this. Hackers Zone.
Why?
Use. Hackers Zone.
Is that make
Sorry. Hackers Zone. Listdir.
useful? Is that matter? This then also it's showing me module OS has not at this lists.
Hackers Zone. Replace list with listdir.
Search Mr. Okay. Give it this and number 8. But why don't we like type that thing? What is it called? I mean, my problem file fr.
Hackers Zone. Comment x3. Hackers Zone. x3 sorry.
There's still a problem. That's printing. But why don't I can print the direct directly? Like why can't I print the Python? I mean problem.
Make these in
Hackers Zone.
one. Go
to the result.
files get out here
Xcrush.
and let's actually
Holy shit.
Yes.
Hackers
What
Zone.
are the results?
Because listdir is used to print the specific direct Hackers Zone or folder.
Okay.
actually copy this line here. And
I think I should make notes also because I don't think I will remember this thing after a month. Or by the way, I'm going to start DSA, so it might be such. I want to build a logic. I want to build a logic because I'm bad at logic and typing logic. Okay, so LIS or Lister, can use Lister or
Hackers Zone. With Python. Hackers Zone.
with
DSA.
with I think Java. I think I might be doing with Java.
Hackers Zone.
Things
The worst thing ever.
no, I will do Java now. So first of all, I have to like learn Java. Then I will do. Yeah, but I will start the basics from Python only. Because if I'm going to do with the DSA with Python,
Hackers Zone.
like might be.
I prefer C++. X Crush. What are you doing now? Explain. I sent it
I
DSA.
was also. What are you doing now? Explain. Is it DSA? No. When in the stream, I'm going to create like this donut thing. So I'm like learning some OS function. I mean, because I don't know what is OS module like this kind of thing. I'm just saying, I'm going to do DSA. Yeah, I mean, I was also thinking to start C++ with DSA, but then there was a person who is Parth. I mean, Parth, he like recommended me do with Java. I mean, but I'm confused between like C++ and Java. Like you are the second people who like said me start DSA with C++.
print that out. So let's call it files too. And then if you want to get rid of the escaping characters, you can go here and then mark the R letter, and then you can see that
But are
everything is quite great. Now to prove you my point here, we will go ahead and print the files 2 and then the files 3 just to make sure that everything works properly, even though we change the behavior of how we provide the path as the information. So if I execute our program, then you can see that the result is quite great as well. Okay, so if you want to create some directories with the OS library, that is also something that is possible with the makedir method. So it will be os.makedir, and then we can go here and provide the directory name that we want to create. Now by default, it is going to create the folder inside the directory that I'm currently working on. So this is okay for now, just for testing. So let's go ahead and call that pictures. And then if I execute this program, then we should not see any special output. But if I'm navigating through the directory that I'm working on, then we should see the directory called pictures, and that is right there. Now,
it will be creative. Just use it. OS form. Image. I'll make it. I am slash
that makedir want to create some directories and then make some more directories within the first directory that you create. So you have the ability to create recursive directories with the os.makeDirs, and that way you can specify here some relative path, and then this method will go ahead and create all the folders.
Okay, let's go to our file. Okay, here you can see I am image
for you. So for example, if we go here and then specify pictures, and then we want to create one more folder inside the pictures, and we will call it trip pictures, then it is something that is quite possible. Now you can
X image. In the file of it, yeah, it's It's working.
You can also go ahead and create one more directory inside the 3 pictures, for example, November pictures, and that is something that is possible, this one. And then we should see inside the pictures directory one more folder which is called 3 pictures, and then here we have the
C++ don't fits for CP. If you are aiming for only DSA, then proceed with Java.
No, I mean the thing is, I want to do some competitive programming right now, because I want to yeah, I mean I want to do some competitive programming, so that's the reason I'm Java. I mean, I'm preferring Java. Or should I go with C++? C++ doesn't fit for CS. If you are so, what do you think? I mean, should I prefer Java then? Should I prefer Java? By the way, in Java there is, I think, what's it called? OOP. Is Java has OOP?
X-Crush. Then C++ is the only choice for CP.
Okay, human competitive programming, CP. Okay. Yes, Java.
Yes, Java is an object-oriented programming (OOP) language, but it's not considered pure object-oriented because of a few characteristics.
Okay.
1. Primitive data types. Java has built-in primitive data types like int, float, and char, which aren't objects and don't behave like objects created from classes.
Okay.
2. Static members. Java allows static methods and variables within classes, which can be accessed.
So you're asking me to start C++. Wow.
November picture.
But again, I will do.
As well. Now, if we go ahead and execute this one more time, then we receive an error that says to us that this folder is already exists. Actually, this tells us here that this cannot create the file, but I do not quite understand why this is the error, and it is not directly related to folders, because that is what we are trying to create. So the point is, if you do not specify any more information to that make dir's method, then it is just going to raise an exception if this folder is already exists. Now, if we want to avoid this,
search which is best for CP.
C++ and Java are among the most popular languages for competitive programming, CP.
C++ and Java, yes.
C++, considered one of the fastest programming languages, C++ is the most preferred language for CP. It's also the only language allowed in some countries' IOI qualifiers. Java, a popular language for CP due to its library for calculating large integers and geometrical problems. It also follows the write once, run anywhere concept. Other languages that can be used for CP include JavaScript, a widely used language for front-end and user interface development. Ruby, a user-friendly, object-oriented language that's easy to learn. It can be used for web applications, data science, and database solutions.
Slow, yes, I know that on Python.
C++ is generally considered the best language for competitive programming, CP, because it's faster than Python.
It's faster than Python. Python is so dynamic. Yeah, by the way, the Python made using the C and Python made by. Just think of it. If
Xcrush.
build
To make you clear, C++ is the only language to run within the runtime, but Java isn't that fast to clear all runtime.
By the way, which language you are doing? Express. Which language you are doing?
You can go ahead and
C++. By the way, I quit the C language. I think it's been a month. I think. I mean, not. Yeah, I think it's been a month. I mean, I was doing C language, but then I just realized that C language is, and so then I quit it.
and specify here an argument that is called exist_OK. That is by default set to false, and if you go ahead and set to true, then we should not see any errors anymore, and that is also something that is quite useful. So we also have the ability to remove directories with the OS library. So let's actually delete this line from here and try to create one more single directory, and this time I will call it single folder. And right after I run this program, I will try to go ahead and change that to rmdir, which stands for remove directory. Now, if I open this navigation pane here inside the PyCharm, then we should see the single folder that is already being created by.
Okay, you are learning Java for DSN. You are recommending me C++. Why is that biasness? At that most busy. What are you guys doing though? Which busy? I mean, right now I'm in stream though.
And concatenating them and bringing the relative path.
Yo.
Hey.
Yep. By the way, right now I'm in Steam. You don't know.
Xcrush.
You can be.
Because C++ is the
We
best
can
for
talk here.
CP.
And you can stream together at the same time. Actually, I
What?
was also studying.
Xcrush.
Okay.
I am aiming only for DSA.
So I think let's study together.
Okay, by the way, are you going to learn DSA or what? I mean,
DSN what? Java?
yeah, I mean, which language you are going to do DSA? Java or C++?
No, I'll be doing GSA in JavaScript, and the college is teaching C++. I will just learn that, but DSA I will do in JavaScript.
Okay. By the way, is there
I'm not
any
gonna switch
reason?
language. First time we're just gonna focus on JavaScript and DSA, all that.
Okay. So, is there any specific reason you are choosing like Java or like randomly?
That's just random. The JavaScript is easy.
Okay,
I know there are
Okay, wait.
there are lots of
You're,
reasons to choose
wait.
other languages.
I mean, you are going to do DSA in JavaScript.
Yup.
JavaScript and not Java.
No, JavaScript. Can we do
Okay.
GSA in JavaScript? We can, right?
Okay. Okay. I'm going to I'm thinking to C++ now.
Okay.
Let's see what is going to happen.
So what you're doing today?
I'm going to create a donut. I mean, like literally spinning donut. So I was learning that what is that called? OS module. I mean,
Great.
what are you learning?
And just
Xcrush. If you're aiming for DSA,
I'm watching some
language
videos,
isn't important.
I had took
But
the
for
cohort,
CP it is
cohort
important.
3, right? So I'm just going through that. I'm learning today. Today's topic is public key cryptography from
Okay.
scratch again.
Okay. How many times
I'm
you
not doing lots of-
learned that?
No, I'm not doing lots of coding right now. I'm just learning stuff, more and more stuff.
Okay. That's good. So let's learn what.
I will be doing coding. You're here to teach me, bro. You're doing coding. You can teach me easily.
Doing Python. Okay, I'm going to create this donut and let's see then what we're doing for that. Okay, let's learn them.
Basically some functionalities with all the paths within your file system. So
Okay, let's try.
I'm going to go here and write in the current path that I am working on again. So it will be current directory, and I will make that to be equal to os.getcwd, and you are already familiar with that from the previous example. Now let's say that we want to combine this path.
Okay, by the way, can you hear my what I am reading right now when watching that video?
What?
Can you hear me what I am watching right now?
No. I literally can't. Can
Wait,
you
what?
hear what I'm watching right now?
No.
That's good.
Okay.
More file that is called text1.txt. Now that is something that is
Crush.
possible with
DSA-CP, then C++ is the most recommended. If
1
only
hour
DSA
and
then anything,
45 minutes to
Python,
watch.
is okay.
What did you say? By the way, there was this chat and I was reading the chat.
I got 1 hour and 45 minutes to watch to complete this video. So just study, bro.
Okay.
some of the most useful.
Okay. I'm going to leave by the way because I will talk with my chat. So.
No problem. Okay.
Yeah, so basically I was asking DSA is given in CP. Okay, so basically I'm going to learn C++, then I will switch to Python after that. Let's see how it's going to work.
Path methods that are inside the OS library. So I'm going to make that to be equal to file1, and then we will go ahead and create a new variable that is called combine, and then we can use here os.path.join, and this join method accepts non-limited arguments, so we can basically concatenate any files with any folders, and you have no limit for that.
By the way, this join coming so many times. I was solving a problem yesterday also. There also I just use join function so many times.
Because you
But I don't know actual use of the join.
can specify even tens or hundreds of arguments here. So let's
if anyone just asked me why you use join, so I can tell them.
go here and pass in the current directory and then also the file1. Now if we go ahead and print the result for that, then we see here if
Able to combine the files.
full path that is C Python TUTOS, and then we have the text1.txt file, and that way you have the ability to bring
Okay, current directory, comma. Okay, let me open IC. But I think it is in my problem as CP. I just want problem 5. I think this one. Yeah, this one. In here I was using join. Here you can see join.district value. Yes, I joined this in my value. Let me show you.
Xcrush. If you know, you are trying to do Taurus. Yes.
You're trying to. It was Taurus 45. Yes. Yeah. Join the first use for just going to
bring some files full path if you want so. Now to show you that this join method does not have any limits for the arguments count, then I will just go ahead and add here some more arguments, so it will be folder1 and then one more folder, and then now I have 4 arguments. And if I execute this one more time, then you can see that this bring me back the full path with all the arguments that I specify. So this is a quite useful feature by the join method of the os.path. Okay, so some more useful methods that I find myself using them as well will be the following methods that I'm going to show you. Now I took several changes here. I changed this file to first.txt, and I also left here the combined variable as the current directory plus the file1. So the result for that will be c python tutos and then first.txt. And I actually have a file that is really located in that location, so it is right here, and then you can see that over here. So we have this path, and then we have the first.txt. Now sometimes you actually want to check if a given full path is really exists in your file system. So this could be done by the
By the way, why open you can use directly like using opening a file and creating those files. Why should I use this?
os.path.exist method, and as the arguments here I will provide the full path of the combined over there, and I'm going to print this entire statement. So this should return me true or false, and if I execute this, you can see that this returns true because this file is actually exists. Now you also have the ability to test if the given path is a folder or a file. So it is nice and great that we have make sure that this path is exists on our file system, but sometimes
I use this thing by the being like a hacker zone controlling who's exist.
we might not know if this given path is a folder or a file, and this check could be done. It returns, then this should return us false because the given path is actually a file and not a to gather some information about the files that you work with. So you can do that by the os.stat method. So I will change this path.isdir to stat, which stands for statistics. Now if I go ahead and execute that program, then we can see a bunch of information regarding to that specific file, and some of the most useful attributes here will be the st_mtime, which stands for statistics_modify time, and you can do your own conversions here to a friendly looking datetime with using the datetime library with Python, and I might create a video on that in the future, so make sure to check my channel.
Hi.
Hi, Zenex, long no see. How are you?
Out, and the attribute that I mostly like here will
Today is like my camera
X-Crush.
is lagging on it.
Are you at hacker level in maths?
Really not. Nope, I'm not.
be the st_size because
I'm bad at math.
it shows you the size of the file. Now you can access each of the attributes by going here and using the dot sign and accessing it as an attribute. Now you can see already a drop down with all the options that are available over here. So I will pick up the st_size just to show you an example of that, and then you can see that this file is 531 bytes, and those kind of
You can take the size also. Just it's make no sense, but then also I'm going to take off. Okay, what?
kind of information are give you an example of that, and then you can see that are available over here. So I will pick up the st_size.
X-Crush. Then how you are trying to do a torus?
What is torus though? I'm trying to do. Yo, low. Stream. मैंने नाव कॉल करती हूँ ठीक है
just to
do not call that.
show you an example of that, and then you can see that this file is
That's the thing, like you're going to learn all those things. Like nowadays going to like
531 bytes.
Like if you think like this now, first of all you are going to learn math, like all those things, like math stuff, those things. Then you are going to do a project or something. Then you are going to learn late. I mean, like too much.
And
Trial and error, by the way. How much you are going to practice coding now, you are going to that much refine.
Those kind of information are extremely useful if you want to go ahead and over here. So I will
dot st
pick up the st underscore
X
size.
crush. Search Taurus.
Just to show you an example of that.
Okay. What images? Okay. Storage.
Taurus,
Storage.
Tauri,
It sounds like torrent. Okay, but I don't know. In fact, I don't know the example. But then also I'm going to try.
That. And then you can see that this file is 531 bytes.
Okay, but why am I not going to use it?
X crush.
In the paths.
Just check any source code.
Just check any source code. About what I mean? Just check anything. Source code. OS dot. OS dot start this and what is that? What the value? What's the value? I think it was path. I think path or x1. I think it was x1. Let's do first of all path. Okay, my hand is path 7 dot h2 size. If you go h2 size, h2 normal size. Zero. What? I think zero. The file size is 0 by the way, I don't know why. Okay, if I ask the source code of that, what is that called? Donut or source code, I know the source code. I know the code, how I'm going to write it, but I don't understand.
And those kind of information are extremely useful if you want to go ahead and write a script that is going to clean up some files that they...
Ask this to GPT. What maths concept should be know to do a rotating torus?
Okay, here we go. When those are the math things I like this one automatically. The math things I have to learn. These things, these things, these things, these my things, these things, these things, these things, and all this stuff. And how what the? Oh my god! I think it will take me a week to. And yeah,
their size are...
I think I have the code by the way. The journey and here we go. But I am not able to understand the bit of this thing because he's importing OS. I don't know how to use OS. I know the use of math. I don't know a little bit of use of time. I mean, I know what he is trying to say. I can use the time module. I think. Yeah. Overall, I want to learn. I don't want to like just copy the code right
under thousands of bytes, for example. So I really like that os.stat method for that case. Okay, so some of the most useful information that you can pull from your system will be by accessing the environment variables of your operating system. Now, as you probably know, we have some environment variables that are set up by default in order to make some programs in your system to function correctly. For example, when I installed the PyCharm on my system, then the installation of the PyCharm went ahead to my environment variables and set up a new environment variable that is called JetBrains, and its value is pointing to a specific directory with all the related files that is making my JetBrains programs to function correctly. Now, if you want to access one of those, you can go ahead and use the os.environ, which is the shortened version for environment, and then use the get method. My way will be by accessing the environment variables of your operating system. Now, as you probably know, we have some environment variables that are set up by default in order to make some programs in your system to function correctly. For example, when I installed the PyCharm on my system, then the installation of the PyCharm went ahead to my environment variables and set up a new environment variable that is called JetBrains, and its value is pointing to a specific directory with all the related files that is making my JetBrains programs to function correctly. Now, if you want to access one of those, you can go ahead and use the os.environ, which is the shorter version for environment, and then use the get method over here. Now, in Windows and also in Linux, you have the path variable that is set up by default, and you can see its value by assigning it to a new variable, for example, and print this up. And if we go ahead and print this, then we should see the list of all the paths that are set on my path variable. So sometimes pulling environment variables could be extremely useful for the next Python program that you are going to create. And if you want to make certain Python programs to function in any computer.
Okay, so basically the OS module do is you can create so many files, you can manipulate the file, I mean you can store so many things. Yeah, I mean these are the overall use. I mean, by the way, if you don't want to create like a code here, create those things, you can use the OS module for that operating system and sort. I mean, okay, here we go. Learn the OS
Xcrush. If you are trying to do this, it will be useful for lifetime to learn NumPy.
If you are trying to do this, it will useful for lifetime to learn NumPy. Okay, I will give you like advice. If you try to do this, it will be useful for lifetime. Okay, you are like appreciating me to do this, then to learn
Xcrush. NumPy will be useful for data science / ML
Yes.
and etc.
Then it might.
There's so many things. I have some notes, by the way. If you can read, by the way, I don't know. You can see what I mean. There's NumPy, there is Panda, and there is some Matplotlib or something that called. Basically, mainly 3 or 4 modules I want to learn for AI/ML. Let's see what is going to happen. Yeah, the next one.
Might be a great idea sometimes to pull the environment variables from the system that the Python program is executing on. Now, another useful information from the system that you can pull could be os.getLogin, which will basically print the user that is currently logged into that system. So let's just comment out the print over here and print the os.getLogin, and then you can see that we receive back a user, and currently my user is JSC, so this is why we see this result. Alright, so I think that will be pretty much it about the information that you can access from your operating system. So if you find this video useful for your
Xcrush. Then if you learn them only, it will be easy to do Taurus.
When if you learn them, only it will be. Okay, if you only learn them, I mean, what do you mean? What things are like? What are you preferring? I can understand, but where are you from? Which, I mean, what are you pursuing right now? You are doing BTech, you are doing BCA, you are doing BSc. Like, what are you doing? In which semester are you in? Can you join the Discord group? If you can, please join. So can you come on? Okay, so
Xcrush. NumPy, pandas and etc.
Yep. Yep. Um, I don't know what it means, but let's see what it is. Okay, what is pie game? I think pie game, na? Yeah, pie game is pie game in
X
I
Crush. B-Tech first year.
here. How many years you have been the coding? I mean, where are you? Pie game. Okay, I think I've downloaded pie game. I feel like that. I don't know. I might be wrong. Python, yes. How many years have I been studying? Pie game. I mean, just pie game in 2 hours. Pie game has some. Oh my god! I don't want to learn the pie game. Pie game, the basic things. Just getting games, but pie. Basics. Learning basics.
Pygame is a popular Python library used for developing 2D games and multimedia applications. It provides functionalities for handling graphics, sounds, and user input,
X Crush.
making it easier to create
Just
games
I am
and
not
interactive
pro in coding,
programs.
but me and
Here
my
are some
friends
key
researched a lot about stuff.
Okay. Just by the way, this is my second month, you can say.
X Crush.
This is my second month.
My
of
college
doing
also
programming.
isn't started yet.
Okay, that's great. That's great. You're doing great. Good. How do you learn? I don't think you should import the pie game because I think we will use pie game to change the colors. I feel like this. Okay, it's already 9 a.m.
X
I think we
Crush.
should end the stream.
Can I know your roadmap to Gothruff completely?
Yeah? Can I know the roadmap? No. Okay, so we want to know the road. I don't know what is happening in this display. I think it's slower. I mean, I don't know what is happening today. It's feeling like slow. Yeah, okay. I will end the stream after 10 minutes. So let me explain you. Okay. So basically, I will roadmap. I have notes now. Go to my roadmap. Where's my roadmap? Okay, here you can see. If you can read my spelling on my handwriting, sometimes it says. Here you can see roadmap. So the first thing I have to learn the foundation math. I have to learn the math. That's why I'm learning. Right now I'm learning 7th standard math. So yeah. By the way, I'm from an arts background. That's the reason. Sometimes I sucks in every single thing. So not sometimes. I sucks at every single thing. So yeah. I'm. Are you there or are you gone? Man? If you are there, say me just hi or hello. Listen. If you are there, I don't know. In my end, it's just showing me you are the only one watcher. I'm the only one. I think we are watching. Yeah. So basically, I'm right now learning math, 7th standard, and then we have to another.
X Crush. Doing Taurus directly isn't good for you. X Crush.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay. Loomda isn't good for me. Okay, look. I tried to create a chatbot from scratch. I mean, literally, I tried to create a chatbot from scratch, and I learned so many things. From there, I just noticed if you are going to learn something, you have to do some projects. Okay, you're going to
X
learn with
crush.
some trial and
The
error
live is in
process.
delay mode.
Yes, I can do anything. Right now, I'm using the Ethernet cable. Then also, like, it sucks. Sorry. Right? So yeah, I mean, it's just going like this. Okay. So then I have to learn the probability, then the basic rule, then the statistics. Then also I have to learn the calculus. From there also, like, few points I have to learn. Then linear algebra I have to learn. Like, those are my okay roadmap. And then programming skill, yeah, Python, the Python basics, what things are like function, classes. I don't know about like classes, so many things. And yeah, I have to learn all those. As you can see, like, these are my some libraries I have to learn. Some of them are, I should say, Panda, some NumPy, some Python Gurus or something, some math probably, some C pilot or something like that. So these are some like libraries I have to learn. Then I have so many things. They're like some uh, like these are some data structure and all those things. Yeah. Then the second thing are core concept, what is machine learning, then type of ML, and those are things also. Then some modules also, like something like logic and reasoning. Some things I want to like build with this process. I mean, logic, reasoning. Those are some main things. The neural network, how works? I mean, the neural networks, how work? You can't read it, but yeah, it's going like this. These are my like overall roadmap. But beside this, I'm going to learn backend because AI. I mean, in AI field, they don't give internship to freshers. They only give internship to some experienced person or something. So that's the reason I'm going to learn backend. So in backend, I'm going to do some internship from anywhere. Okay, I just want experience for that. So then I'm going to switch to AI then. But I'm not going to leave AI. That only. From next month, I'm going to start backend. This month, I'm just going to give to Python this whole month, this whole September. After September, I'm going to learn a database. I'm thinking to learn SQL, but I'm not sure. I should go to JavaScript or I should do backend in Python. So it's going like this. I think it's time to go.
X crush. If I am correct, you are aiming for AIML as trend and DSA for job and knowledge.
No, AIML not for trend. I mean, I have some interest on AIML. Look, when I solve a problem or when I like complete a project, I just feel good. Okay, I want that feeling. For that reason, I'm going to like uh, aim for AIML because AIML is hard. When I just solve a problem, I just feel good. Okay, you can. I mean, you can watch my yesterday's stream also. When I just solved that problem, I just so happy. Okay, that's the reason. And in the second thing, DSA, I want to do DSA for competitive programming because I am also aiming for ICAC or something, ICPC or something. What is that called? I don't know. I'm aiming for that. So yeah. Wait, let me see. What is that? ICPC or something else? Not this one. But what was that? I don't know. I don't remember that ICPC or something that called. Yeah, I'm just dumb by the way.
X crush. AIML backend DSA CP, going to take a huge period from you. Restream.io. Trophy congratulations.
I am
You've
backend
received
DSA
100
CP.
messages today with Restream chat.
I have 3 years, man. I have 3 years to spend. Okay, I have 3 years to spend. Like, yeah. By the way, DSA and CP is like combined thing. Okay, like no, I mean you have to do DSA if you want to like uh, like if you want a job from Google or some other like big tech companies. So you have to learn learn DSA. That there is a compulsory thing to learn. You can't avoid that. So like yeah, man. I think I can find it, but I think if this is ICPC. Yeah, ICPC. Yes, I was right. ICPC. So yeah, I mean, I'm just going to learn extra thing, which is backend and nothing else on ICPC for a competitive programming. That's about it. Okay, so yeah, this was the today's thing. If you want to talk, I mean, you can DM me. I'll reply you on Insta. So yeah, have a good day. This was the today's thing. I hope